Alright, this is it. The grand finals of Season 4 of the Chill Draft League. We are going up against this guy. Sting like a Ribombee here on the right. It's fate foretold that we're going up against this guy. I love this story. We played each other 2 seasons ago in the quarterfinals. I won, went on to win the whole thing. Then we played last season in the semifinals. He won and went on to win the whole thing. And now we play each other in the playoffs for a third time in a row in the finals to once again decide which one of us is going to go on and win the whole thing. So it's really fun. It's a good time. Looking forward to it. He's playing a mono dragon team. Mono teams are, have pros and cons, probably more cons than pros overall. But definitely the pros are sort of like your opponent will only have, a couple answers to that type. So if you can check those couple answers, then you can then overwhelm them with what that type does very well. And with Dragon, what they do well is really good type coverage and just raw stats. So definitely look at my team. You've got Kyogre and Solgaleo who are dishing out most of the damage. And then everything else, there's some things like Seismitoad, Spectre, Arcanine, even Grimmsnarl that if you build it right can be your big damage dealers, but for the most part, a lot of those are often relegated to support roles, so if you can check these two, which Kyogre, as a water type, you have made almost everything on his team resists water. It's not... I don't feel like it's a great matchup for me, but definitely something that helps out is the type chart here. I mean, you look at this, obviously Mono Dragon, so everything on his team basically is weak to Dragon, Fairy, and Ice. Funnily enough, his two restricteds, Dialga and Reshiram, with the Steel and Fire typings respectively, you're actually neutral to Ice, Fairy, and one of them is neutral to Dragon, so that's kind of nice. You need to kind of switch up the way that you deal with those two specifically, but they are both special attackers, so generally I feel like he's going to be pretty indexed on special attack. What we're going to do is we're going to look at what we did when we played him in the regular season. We lost 2-0. Talk about what happened, talk about what we're changing in our team this time, and then we'll go to the games. So if you're not interested in this, skip ahead, but I'm just going to go right into it. So this was the team I brought originally, right? So we've got Scarf Spectre. We led... What did we lead? Raichu and Kyogre is what we led. So you see this obviously great support. Raichu, I got Eerie Impulse. I have Charm. Doesn't end up coming up at all in here, but really the thing about his team, I was talking about the redundancy he has. Goodra, Haxorus, both of those are potentially very strong physical attackers that can fill the same roles that Dialga, Reshiram, Nagandel fulfill. So I had to be ready for either side of the spectrum from a lot of these. So he ends up Dynamaxing Reshiram turn 1, Tailwind Overgrowth. Didn't know Reshiram got a Grass attack. That's bad prep on my part. But we're still not in a terrible position because we do get the Eerie Impulse onto his max right away. So we're down a Mon, but not in an awful position. Next he goes for a Sunny Day Flare. In Sun, even at -2 special attack, that is going to take away 3/4 of my attack, but I am going to, immediately get up that special defense boost. Probably a misplay to go for Wormwind. Quake probably would have been smarter. I think it does the same amount of damage. Would have had the special defense boost, but probably doesn't make an impact on this specific game. We go for a Nuzzle to try to underspeed it, even though his Tailwind is still up. Also, probably was a mistake to attack with Solgaleo right away. Getting the Nuzzle on Reshiram the same way we did with Dialga here probably was, again, a better play, because here the Shuka Berry allows him to ultimately survive and then take out my Solgaleo. Still not in an awful position, but had I put myself in a better position, I might have choiced myself into something different with Spectre, because I bring out Spectre, I lock myself into Shadow Ball. And Spectre really puts in some work, but the issue comes that his last Mon here is Drampa, who's obviously immune. So now this happens and ends up basically just a 1v1 of Raichu against Drampa. Again, another mistake. Rest of the game, I just keep pressing Brutal Swing. Another Eerie Impulse or two maybe, could have helped me a little bit. He knows I'm choice, so whatever, but yeah, ultimately, it seems pretty close, but then the Citrus Berry ends up healing him up, and I need crits, I need paras, I don't get either, and it is what it is. Um, but ultimately, even though I lose this game, I don't feel terrible about it. Um, Losing Kyogre like that on turn 1 is not amazing, but then you go to game 2 here, we get a different lead, and we get a dream opener. He tries to burn my Solgaleo, I protect. Then he tries to burn it again, I swap into Kyogre, I get these paras and damage, I get a foul play onto his Dragapult. The reason I went for the para, and this was kind of dumb, is I was thinking he might max Phantasm me, trigger my policy, I've paralyzed you, now I can outspeed you next turn, but that doesn't even work because he has Tailwind, so I don't really know what I was thinking there, but it ends up working because of the swap into Kyogre, and here we're able to, ignore the Dragapult for a turn, get the Noivern low, and then we do get the double KO here, even though he's got that Solar Beam, and I'm feeling an amazing spot here, because now he's on his final 2 mons, they're both special. I'm able to get up a Light Screen, I'm able to get off an Eerie Impulse with Raichu, but ultimately what ends up happening here, Kyogre is kind of useless. I really need Solgaleo to 1v2. And this, where is it? It's right here. He gets a max flare off into Solgaleo, gets a crit, does 70%. And that doesn't put me in a great spot. I think I could have played this endgame a little smarter. And because the sun was up, it might not actually matter that he got the crit there, because it's possible the next blue flare from it would have killed me anyway. But I'm in a really weird spot here because I think either of his mons can kill me, and because of that I think the game is already lost. So I end up quaking into Reshiram, he max guards Trick Rooms, and then finishes me off there. It's possible that, I don't know, I don't think he needed a max guard. I think if he just attacked, even if I'd killed the Reshiram, I still won, because he still would have gotten Trick Room off, and then he still would have killed me with this Earth Power in the next turn. But because he had that max guard, I actually did have the opportunity to win if I attacked Dialga, but doesn't really matter. So ultimately we end up losing again because he really had good answers for my Solgaleo and Kyogre, and I think the lessons I came away with were he has better weather control than I expected. I wasn't really preparing for Sunny Day on Noivern or for Cloud9 Drampa. That's why I never even brought Seismitoad, because as soon as I saw it in team preview I was like, oh right, that's a thing. So I think this time I need, if I bring Solgaleo, Seismitoad, having them in the back is a little smarter. I am dropping Spectre. It just doesn't do what I need it to do. And it's the only mon I had on my whole team here that didn't have super effective damage into his team, with the other being Raichu. But Raichu we actually put Play Rough on it this time for exactly that scenario. And we ended up replacing Spectre with Altaria. Now, Altaria doesn't do a ton. There's a lot I wish it had in its arsenal that doesn't. I really wish it had Snarl. I really wish it had Taunt. But it doesn't have, mainly I'm bringing it for the defensive synergy. Again, because he's building his team so hard to beat Solgaleo and Kyogre Seismitoad, it means he's got a lot of fire, earth, and grass coverage, which is a resist, immunity, and a double immunity. Or sorry, a resist, immunity, and a double resistance for Altaria because of my Dragon Flank typing. So, and with the Haban Berry and defensive spread that I have, I will live if any of his mons have dragon coverage. A lot of them don't. I believe in these games, Dialga did. Reshiram might have. We saw a grass attack, a fire attack, and protect, so the last one could have been dragon or ground. If it was ground, we probably would have seen it towards the end of this battle instead of flare. But regardless, it's really a defensive synergy. And the other big difference, two more differences. One, we're bringing Scarf Kyogre. Because of what we're doing with Seismitoad here, we're bringing Rindo Seismitoad. So my opponent has Sunny Day and Cloud9, and both of those are able to shut down my Swift Swim ability, right? But with Rindo Berry, I'm actually able to guarantee get an attack. I mean, unless he double attacks me. No, because if he does, I'll still be able to attack. So I'm always guaranteed to be able to get an attack off. So I've got a few different leads that I'm considering. But one of them is just leading Altaria Seismitoad, kind of bluffing like, oh hey, the Altaria might swap into Kyogre, and then I'm actually able to get, I can get a Tailwind up, presumably, and get a max Hailstorm off onto his Noivern or whatever is around there, Break Sashes, whatever. And then, because I have the Tailwind, Scarf Kyogre is able to outspeed everything, come in, and just spam Scarf Blizzards. So that's a very specific scenario. And I need to make sure I do it correctly, where I actually, you know, I don't bring Kyogre and override the hail. Like, I probably need to swap it in before I hailstorm. But definitely I have some options to set myself up for a cool endgame. You know, because presumably you're not going to max grass into Altaria, but that's something that'll come up in the game if we get there. So a lot of it otherwise is the same. It's the exact same Solgaleo set. It's the exact same Grimmsnarl set. Raichu, we only swap to play rough. It's only those other 3 mons that when we change the others, we only have slight changes. So happy with what we had. It's not going to be an easy battle. This guy's really good, obviously. So we're going to see what we can do. All right, here we go. One of these is like champion, right? Champion. I just realized I have 3 resist berries. Is that right? That's probably right. I think that's in line with how I expect a game against a mono team to go. Because I have such a limited set. Okay, it's the same as before, but he's actually got Flygon, which actually bodes sort of well for Seismitoad Kyogre. I do think I want to lead Grimmsnarl. Get the light screen up early. I don't know a ton about Flygon, but Grimmsnarl, Kyogre, let's say he leads Noivern, Reshiram. I guess I'm a risk for, like, because I have the Scarf, I can get the Ice Beam off quickly. My problem is if Kyogre goes down to a max overgrowth like it did game 1 in the regular season, now I only have, like, Solgaleo. Like, do I really bring Seismitoad in the back? Maybe this is the case where I bring Altaria just for the 4 times resist switch in. And then Solgaleo is my max option. Do I like this? It feels weird not bringing Raichu, but, like, I mean, everything is on my team because everything I think is good in this matchup, so. Plus, if I lead this, I think he's less likely to index on handling Seismitoad in the next game. Who did he drop? He dropped Swells. Which actually means I could have fit Hair Song on Altaria, or Breaking Swipe. The whole reason I brought it was because of the, I wanted the last for as well, but it's fine. Yeah, so it's no DL. So I've got the Baburi. Pressure Tailwind or Triple. Yeah, so you see my Babiri, you see my Scarf. So because of that, you're probably going to Triple. So I'll probably underspeed the Dialga and Triple. So Light Screen is almost certainly the correct play. Well, Altaria is not fast. Like, you wouldn't want to go for max ground and Kyogre because of the Tailwind. But I like this because if he does go for Tailwind, I can stagger mine by a turn. I could also just go for Ice Beam. I mean, that's not terrible. I like going for this early. I really don't like this. Yeah, and he doesn't swap it. It's probably sad. But that's not good. It is sad. That's fine. Okay, he does tail. I think he's good. Let's see how much this does. Really not that much. I'll actually survive it. The thing is, I can really point Para. Ice was never on. I really don't think Altaria is risk of having any damage here, and this allows me to get a staggered tail. Maybe Fair Tail is bad if I'm not going to do all of it. Because I'm not really pressuring any damage here. Maybe I should have swapped into Solgaleo. Maybe that was there, because I'll still resist the rest of this. I definitely want to swap Brimstone out because it's so good. I do need a more power. Because Solo is my main max option, I think I want to go out and make Kyogre. I might actually do Kyogre. I might tell you. Kind of insane. I guess I'm going for Tailwind. I just don't know if that's good, because then next turn you can go for Triple with Dialga. Yeah, it's probably smarter to just take the KO on over and all. I've got enough speed control with the Para. You're probably not summoning it again, so this gives you one defense, which will allow you to survive a max flare with better. Yeah, so I was to cover the Solgaleo switch in, that's smart. Get a Para, that's nice. Problem is that now you're bringing pressure on and you can go for a max overgrowth on the Kyogre. You don't have to go for switching max pressure. So maybe I sacrifice Brimstone. I don't know. I mean, is Kyogre really that good? I do have a Scarf, but I'm never getting the next one. Oh, that's good. That's really good, actually. It's actually using something to do. I don't know, right? This. No. But I probably don't want to, because I don't want both of his buddies in the switch out. Yeah, the problem is now you can trick him. And then both of these are going to be your speed. Your Citrus is good. I don't know, this deal gets such a yeah, you're tricking me. I have the resources to handle it. Ooh, that's a good pair. Yeah, that's actually really nice. Because now we're just going to want to keep getting damage on the Dialga. The Dropper really isn't doing much. Dex, that's fine. He's going to trip him again. That was a really good pair. Well, it's only a good para if I can stop him from being tripping up, which I can't. The problem is my ring is going to expire soon, and when that happens, like I think my light screen is already up, right? Yeah. Could max Geyser. How many turns do you think? Oh, like 2. It's Reshiram in the back. Can Kyogre beat Reshiram? I don't think he can. This is a problem. Maybe here we don't have Brimstone. The problem is the Drampa can either speed Brimstone and KO it. Oh, that's actually really nice. He's looking at another attack off the KO. That's actually good. Because I think now I'll have enough damage done to this Dialga where I think the max Quake will kill him. What that means is this is right. Not having Origin Pulse would be a little bit here. Well, okay, here's what I'm trying to figure out. So do that, get pressure. Let's say your life orb is going to go for you. If there's no wonder, I will survive the max. Oh, that's a good para, because it means, yeah, I mean, very lucky with the para too. Oh, it is Shuka. Because now with the +1 special cuts, like, you can max flare me, and it's true that they just but, like, it'll just activate my weakness policy, right? And I'll almost kill you, and I think Kyogre will finish it off. We're gonna need to double check how many times it took. It's either one or two, which is fine for weak speed. Just hold on. Does Drapa get Sunny Day? Oh, it doesn't matter because I don't turn it. Yeah, so it's 2 turns of Trick Room, which means I can Quake Max card. I actually go for 7. But I might as well just go for damage. Well, no, I should just go for damage on this. Because I should survive an attack unless you get a crit. So even if Drampa has some ability, which I don't think it has access to, we didn't see its full reset last time either. It does. Oh, it's a health issue, though. I didn't consider that. That might be helping me. Especially if it's boosted. It looks like it's like... Oh my god! Oh, no! Oh, wow. Okay, I think that's game. That's really, really good. Because this should KO, I think. Oh, okay. That's fine, because Altaria will actually kill it from here. Wow, that was incredibly close. Oh, don't want to do that. Alright, so I can just go Dragon Pulse, and I just won't max guard because I outspeed them both. I think it's guaranteed from here, but yeah, it all came down to one attack. So the Drampa is what? Helping Hand, Energy Ball, Protect. And I think last time we saw another attack on it. Last time we saw Glare on it as well. Wow, what a game. Had the Dialga not gotten paralyzed, he would have gotten some chip damage with that Quake. And maybe I could have played the speed tiers in that case. Maybe I could have like swapped into Kyogre and tried to get protects and then not come into Trickle's over. But even then I have the same issue, right? I have to kill the top. Otherwise I so that worked, and that's amazing. So we led Wyvern, Dialga. Maybe I go for the wacky Altaria Silent Token. I just don't think I get enough. I think I have to play this. But the Trick Room thing is such a, like, his speed advantage, he had speed advantage all game because he started with the tailwind and then ended with the trick room. So I was always moving second. So it was all about the defensive synergy, and he had the coverage for it. But jeez. Like, he conserved his max really well. Like, that game started incredibly slowly. Dialga, I don't have a ton of answers into Dialga. Like, had he maxed earlier with it, I probably would have gone down 4-2 or 3-2, like, pretty quick. The question is, can Solgaleo sweep from there in the end game? Because you still have Blue Flare and the ability to set Sun and helping in, so... Alright. So what were some of the leads I wrote down? I wrote down Raichu Solgaleo. How would that work against Noivern and Dialga? Probably not great, because I don't want to risk that much damage on the Solgaleo, because I'm playing towards it so hard. Altaria Seismitoad actually would not have been terrible, because I could have gotten rid of the Shuka earlier, but then how do I fit Grimmsnarl? Like, do I just not bring Kyogre in that case? How much was Kyogre doing for me? It wasn't bad. I mean, the Ice Beams were really doing decent damage. What's wrong with Kyogre Raichu? I mean, everything Raichu does, Grimmsnarl just does a little bit better. That's the thing. Like, I led... I was pretty impressed with Altaria. It was not doing bad damage. God, do I really do the same thing? In the finals? That doesn't seem right. But Altaria Seismitoad is just not... Like, I'm basically wasting my max in order to get Scarf Kyogre in when you could just trip him with Dialga. Like, it doesn't really do what I need it to do. Because you can just Sunny Day and then Solar Beam the next turn, and then you can Solar Beam because of Sunny Day. I don't know, maybe I go for a game 2. If I lose here, I think we try. Yeah, so he did the same thing. Definitely lights me. I mean, here's the thing. I could Hailstorm, but that just doesn't do that much for me, because you still get killed. Because I would kill you, but you get pack off before the tail chip gets you, right? Depending on how much damage Kyogre takes, Kyogre could really feasibly be my actual next option. But I kind of want to get... I should light screen before I start screening. But I really do like getting damage on the tail. Like, I think he recognizes that that game was his if he didn't have any relief from Paris. Did less damage. I've got Altaria as a good switching, but there's nothing that I feel needs to take advantage of switching. Like, if he doubles up fingers out here, it's gonna feel bad because I'm gonna pair off. I was setting these myself up to the soul units my turn, so I can swap into intelligence. I just not a threat. That was a higher roll. I think I was at exactly 12 damage. That's awesome. So like, am I want to get the para onto? Like I'm thinking. I'm thinking to do that and just let him get the KO on Moonstar this time around. No, I really need the light screen, don't I? Last time I went for flamethrower to cover it. It's fine. I'm the exact same thing. But I think this time I have enough damage on Dialga that I can stop him from setting up. I just don't know if I can stop him from setting up triple in the game. Stop him from setting up a second tail. I guess the second tail isn't bad. Because I can just yeah, second tail one isn't bad because I have the ability to. Oh, I stopped him from going for Sunny Day. Oh my god, I can get a Tailwind Smart. We'll go for a Solar Beam to Kyogre and it won't do that much damage. And you won't get triple on because I'm taking out Dialga. And I can take them later on the next turn. This is actually pretty good. Yeah, good. This is your last turn. Do it for Solar Beam. That extra damage on Dialga at the very beginning changes the whole game. Because I have 5 damage to Reshiram. I don't have a lot of damage to Dialga. So that's crucial. Do I just give up? I guess I don't have to kill. I think I don't kill Noivern. Because I can just para the rest. You could protect. You can also para me. I think I have to kill him. Which stinks because I don't want to. But I also can sing your Reshiram. It's not the most consistent thing, but it's usually. You probably don't kill a target here. I'm sure you take the KO to Kyogre, which is fine. Kyogre, I feel like I'm getting better traits. Could get through this one. How fast is my goes? Do I have speed? So that's not something I need for 80 speed, which means I hit 60. And I think Reshiram hits 156. Is that correct? Reshiram hits 156, so I do actually outspeed. But I might just want to set up a new answer. It might not be worth it. Because if I can stall out his max, which I will, it's equipping this turn, I will be able to, without weakness policy, if we just a little chip on this restaurant, I can shot it with a pass. So maybe I don't even need to. I can also get a special attack. Hold on. Do I just keep backing Draco? Or do I split? Okay, go for strike. Is there any reason to split my damage? I just need to do enough that I can kill you with a max break. So I don't think I need more damage on pressure. I think I can split my damage. It does a pretty decent amount of damage, right? That's not bad. I think I've got enough on the restaurant. This is, I'm in a very good spot. So I think I come out here and I max guard, and even if you double up into Altaria, I don't know, there's one issue which is you could double into Altaria and then protecting the glare. Is that bad? How worried am I? Like, you are at -1 special attack, right? So I'd probably survive regardless. I think I have all the damage that I need, so I think I can just go for a sun. Maybe I need more damage. I don't know. I don't know how much like bulk he has on this one. I think I should be able to kill it for max bulk on this range, but it's probably smarter to just get more damage on. And then I can go for cheeky sings. I think from the range it's I don't. If I do, it's absolutely correct to do that. Okay, that's good because that probably means it's definitely. So. That's incredible. And I think now I just played the restaurant and Dragon Quest. This is exactly the angle we're trying to set up. I don't know if I don't kill it here. But okay, we're good. Nice, we did it. We did it. Wait, where's my dog? Do you want to celebrate with me? Oh man, this is amazing. That first game, it definitely, like, I stole that with the Paras, which allowed me to survive that, helping my next player towards the end game. I think this game, being able to take out the Dialga by targeting it, like, the big turn, as small of a thing as it was, the big turn is when I went for Spirit Break instead of to get just that little bit of extra damage out of it. I don't know, maybe from the range, because it was very low. It EX being pretty good to that. I think that was critical. The Babiri came in clutch. All of the resist berries came in. Well, I guess the Rindo didn't because I never brought in Seismitoad, but yeah, I mean, that was huge. Okay, sweet. So we did it. Hey, good season, everybody. See you around.